So Samsung might have just confirmed one of the S26 Ultra's biggest camera upgrades. And honestly, this could be one of those changes that you don't fully appreciate until you actually see the photos. Lately, the S26 Ultra has been leaking like it owes the internet money. But one thing that's been floating around for a while is this mysterious camera upgrade aimed at fixing something Samsung's been wobbling on for years: low-light photography. And now a very reliable leaker has basically said, yep, that thing, it's real. And I'm not gonna lie that this one's pretty exciting. Ice Universe, who has a scarily accurate track record, dropped what he claims is a photo property readout straight from the S26 Ultra's main camera, the big detail everyone's noticing. A much wider f1.4 aperture on the 200 megapixel sensor. That basically means the camera can pull in more light without resorting to fake processing tricks. Think clearer night photos, shorter exposure times, less noise, and you not needing to hold your phone like a bomb defusal expert for every night shot. Now Samsung isn't replacing the whole sensor. It's still the ISOCELL HP2, the same 1-inch by 1.3-inch one with 0.6 micrometer pixels, and all the fancy stuff, like dual slope gain and Smart ISO Pro. But the magic isn't just in the hardware, it's in the tuning. The sensor already has insane range thanks to its 12.5 megapixel, 50 megapixel, and 200 megapixel binning modes, but Samsung seems to be squeezing more out of it this year. And the rest of the camera setup, pretty familiar. Quad camera system again, but with one interesting upgrade: a new 12 megapixel 3x telephoto to replace the older 10 megapixel one. Nothing crazy on paper, but you know Samsung, half the improvements usually come from software and AI trickery anyway. Speaking of which, the new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 should give Samsung a lot more power to play with behind the scenes. But the surprising upgrade that actually matters way more than people think is the faster RAM. I know, RAM sounds boring, but for cameras, it actually changes a lot. Quicker low-light shots, cleaner frames, smoother zoom transitions, better portrait previews that don't look like they're shot on a potato, and even more stable 8K and 120 frames per second video. Basically, your phone stops acting confused when you try to capture something moving. And for the video nerds out there, Samsung's rumored to add APV, a pro-level codec that should give you way cleaner footage that's easier to edit without turning into a pixel soup. Personally, this whole wider aperture leak has me a bit too excited. I take way too many late-night random photos, streetlights, my dog judging me at 3 a.m., the moon when I'm pretending to be a photographer. And half the time they look like they were taken through a frosted window. If Samsung can actually fix that, I'm so down. The S26 Ultra is shaping up to be one of those phones that doesn't just flex in spec sheets, but actually feels nicer to use every day. And honestly, that's the upgrade that matters anyway. That's where things stand right now. Let me know what you think. Would this camera upgrade actually matter to you, or is it just another spec for Samsung to brag about? Drop your thoughts below and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care.